Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, Mr. Tito. In this occasion, I would like to present mind mapping about language disorder. Definition: a language disorder can be defined as a significant delay in the use and/or understanding of spoken or written language. Characteristic: according to DSM-4, an expressive language disorder is characterized by language production skills that are below an age-appropriate level. Deficits in expressive language are apparent in both the formation and production of language, and include weak vocabulary skills, word-finding difficulties, word omissions, poor narrative skills, for example, storytelling, difficulty providing information, and grammatical errors. Deficits in receptive language are apparent when children do not understand language at an age-appropriate level and include difficulties following directions, understanding words and sentences, and answering questions. Comprehension of both oral and written language can be affected. Third is mixed receptive. Expressive language disorder is characterized by difficulties with both the production and comprehension of language. The third is classification. Language disorders can be classified according to the 6 things. First is aspect of language, as in phonology, the aspect of language concerned with the rules that govern the structure, distribution, and sequencing of speech sounds. Syntax, the rule system that governs how words are combined into larger, meaningful units of phrases, clauses, and sentences. Morphology, the aspect of a language that governs word structure and includes grammatical word inflections that carry tense. Semantics, the aspect of language that governs the meaning of words and word combinations. Pragmatics, it is blocked. Pragmatics concern with the social use of language. Its severity, mild, moderate, or severe. Comprehension, receptive language. Production or expressive language, or both comprehension and production. Another way to classify children with language disorder is to differentiate children with SLI from children with non-specific language impairments, or NLI. Children with NLI do not perform within normal age limits on measures of non-verbal intelligence. Fourth is processing accounts. Processing explanations range from claims about general processing deficiencies in speed or capacity to specific processing limitations involving auditory information. Leonard et al. 2007, Miller et al. 2001, Windsor and Huang 1999 found that language and non-language skills would thus show different levels of function based on their overall processing demands. Slower processing speed will also affect performance on a variety of tests. Studies have shown that children with SLI demonstrate slower response times than chronological age peers in various linguistic and non-linguistic tests. Language knowledge deficits accounts. Linguistic accounts typically focus on the difficulty children with SLI have in learning grammatical morphology. Wexler 1994 found developmental evidence that English-speaking children progress through a stage of language acquisition in which the marking of tense in main clauses is not obligatory. Rice and Wexler 1996 studied that the problem for children with SLI is that they do not move through the optional infinitive stage as quickly as typically developing children. Evidence for this account comes from studies that have shown that English-speaking children with SLI use morphemes that are unrelated to tense. For example, regular plural as, ing, with much higher accuracy than morphemes that are related to tense. And for example, third person singular as. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.